by doing something you're not going to achieve enlightenment. By doing nothing, you are already enlightened. So actually for enlightenment you can't do. But what we are doing is redoing the whole thing, undoing it. Whatever a person is doing is just undoing. That is what one can do in the process of realization. Because we have been doing a lot of stuff and that has really complexed our mind. Now we have to undo it. Undoing the mind is simply dropping everything. You look at the mind, you see a lot of things, you simply drop it and then that's it. That could be considered as a sacrifice if you are attached with those things. Otherwise it's not even a sacrifice. It's just like dropping. When your mind is defunct in this way, because when you are trying to do something, whether it is doing or undoing, you are on a process. And this process is not what makes you enlightened or that makes you realize yourself. But instead, you realize that there is nothing to do. If you can just simply realize it, that's it. You don't need to do anything. It is not by your actions that you are realized, instead by simply dropping off everything. And that is not a process also. Just drop. Be aware of the hold on things and just lift the hold off. So that's finished. So you have nothing to do for enlightenment or realization. Any attempt, what you are doing in the name of realization, will become a block. Because we are living in this world, we are doing. We cannot remain without doing anything. We are on a process, continuously on a process. And so undoing is realizing the infructuous nature, the meaninglessness of your actions. Unless you realize the meaninglessness of things which you are doing, you will not stop it, you will continue it. There is actually meaninglessness in the sense that whatever you do is associated with some kind of an expectation. This is how our human mind is tamed, conditioned. Whatever you do, you have an expectation. At least if you can cut off the expectation, then it is equivalent to doing nothing. Nothing for achieving something, that's it. If you are doing something not for achieving something, that's the perfect action, because you will be focused in what you are doing. If you are looking for the result, you will be a little tensed of your incapacities, and you are stressed about the final product and result, and it makes you ineffective in your life and you can't focus further. So for realization, what is needed is a simple awareness. Awareness about every moment. Awareness about the small subtle movement which happens in your mind. And awareness about how you are reacting with the nature. And slowly you will understand that whatever you do is coming from within, and whatever you express is also part and parcel of your process of living. And so you understand everything. You do, you feel, you live your action, and it's finished. It will be fulfilling, because there will be no more inspiration to do something. When you don't have any more inspiration to do something, and not agitated of the lack of inspiration, you are at peace. There are situations at which we don't have any inspiration, but we start to worry about the lack of inspiration. I don't feel to do anything. And you complain about your inertia. This is inertia. So it is not inertia, instead it is a life with awareness. You just focus fully on your inside as well as outside. And just whatever is coming on the way, Just do it. And you have no idea what is going to happen also. So, instead of keeping expectations, just simply do what's coming on your way. Like the example which I said yesterday, just as the wind is carrying a fallen leaf, the leaf don't know where it is going to land and how it is being just carrying, and then you live as part of the natural process, and that itself is a realization, because every moment you realize you don't accept any stress, any strain by resisting the natural flow of things. That is it. Actually, for realization you don't need to do anything, simply keep the awareness. Then you will understand, and when you understand yourself fully, you are realized who you are. The question in spirituality is, who am I? And you know who you are. In given situations, you know what you have done, who you are. And without this awareness, you will not know. You just simply do something and you don't know what you're doing. This living without awareness. So it is absolutely important for a person to be aware of. And that's the tool. And actually, it is not a special technique also, because we are even otherwise aware of what we are doing. We should be aware of our awareness, that's all. When you are aware of the awareness, you will be like a spark, because you are always alert and you are with what you call big light. You are always aware, you are looking, you are understanding, you are not expecting. You are doing things for not doing things for something else. You are doing for doing. And only awareness can help a person. And this is what is called choiceless awareness. You don't choose anything. Whatever is coming on your way, you just be aware of. Action is part of living. Without action, you are dead. So you cannot keep yourself without acting anything. It is an impossibility. It is just an idea which never works. So far we are breathing, we are in an action plan. So far we are seeing things, you are acting something. So far you are working with your instrument of perception. You are doing. You are breathing, a lot of activity goes on, millions of reactions happens in your body. So you cannot avoid doing things. The instrument is such. Continuously, incessantly moving. And the only thing which a person who is interested in spirituality to know himself deeply has to be aware of what's happening, both inside and outside, not looking for anything. That's the state of being for a realized person. So it is nothing to do, actually. Nothing to do, just simply be.